Okay, so we're gonna do. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Doing a little yard tour today. Got some hen and chicks. This is, I don't know what the date is, May something, May 15th maybe, 2025. My grandma made me a cool sign for my birthday the other day. And mowed the path because I'm gonna have a party this weekend. And this is the garden that me and my cousin are doing. There's cucumbers around that thing there. There's melons and pumpkins and squash and well, they're all squash, but then beans and corn and tomatoes. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here. It's just a little early in the season. I have some blueberries over here that aren't doing too good. It's like the second or third year, but they're still alive. There's one right there too. And I got a gooseberry or currant. It's doing alright. Could be growing faster. I got a quince. I'm not sure what quince it is, but I actually have a Japanese quince in the front yard, but I don't think that it's the same like family. We got raspberries growing along the fence, but they're not doing the greatest because somebody sprayed them. Well, that guy right there, he's in that fence over there. He sprayed my fence line for some reason, but that was like a year ago. Here's a bush cherry, I think nankeen berry. I got a bunch of, this is my flower garden. My wife, oh, just scared off a rabbit. I think I do that in every one of my videos. I got Jerusalem artichoke, I think. I mean, that's what I planted, but it's not what I was expecting it to look like. But there's a bunch of it. And the reason I fenced in my garden is because I got chickens now. I got 18 chickens, so we'll probably get to see some of them along the tour. Here's a honeyberry. Yeah, it's doing alright. It's still a little young. Here's my Lappin's cherry. I think it's a sweet cherry. And I shouldn't have planted it under the power line, but I might have an idea to take care of that power line. Here's another honeyberry. This is the first one I planted. All the other ones I planted the next year. That one and these up here. Oh, here's look at all those berries on this currant or gooseberry. I'm guessing currant. Well, that's doing pretty good. My flowers, gooseberry, or no, not gooseberry, honeyberry. And there's another honeyberry. Here's my American persimmon, but it isn't doing anything this year. But maybe it'll come back to life. Here's a ronya berry. It already flowered and it's starting to put off some berries. Here's a gooseberry or currant. No berries on it yet. This is Coosa dogwood. They make some cool little, like, I want to say like a strawberry / cherry or something, but that's, here's a goji berry, and here's another currant or gooseberry. And here's a Alberta peach, and then a gooseberry or currant. I guess I can tell you what this one is. That's a Titana currant, and aronia berry, and here's a mulberry that I planted, but I don't understand why it's being so slow. All these mulberries are doing something. And I got red raspberries over here, but they're not producing yet. There's some flowers. Look at that ant. Looks like a bunch of oak galls over here. Here's a cherry that I planted in the middle of the summer, and that probably wasn't a good move to plant it in the middle of the summer. Here's a river birch I planted this year. Let's continue. I mowed this path a couple days ago because there was a fence right here for the chickens, keeping them in, but they don't really want to stay in, so it's more of a pain in the ass to put them back in every time they get out than it is just to let them free range. There's like 3 people on my road that free range their chickens, and then these people behind me free range theirs too, so it's like, why not? I'll try and find some chickens, but they're all hiding. Here's a Chinese American persimmon. Well, we got a lot of stuff back in this corner. There's a plum. I'm trying to find one of my... There's a plum. And there's a plum. There's one. Gooseberry or currant. Here's a gooseberry I pulled out of the woods. It's got some gooseberries all over it. There's a nice rose. I didn't plant it, but I always like seeing roses. Here's my peach, and I got some kind of, I got like the peach curl-eat, or I don't know, some kind of fungi that is messing with the leaves, but I'm thinking maybe the tree or nature will take care of it, because I don't know, but hopefully that fixes it. Here's a golden delicious apple, so it's yellow. And then here's some gooseberries or currants. Here's an apricot. I thought, it's doing the same leaf curl thing as the peach. If they don't make it, then I did my best. I'm not gonna spray fungicide on it. I'll try again with some once I figure out what to do. Mulberry. Here's Georgia bell peach I just planted this year. This is Asian pear that I just planted this year. Here's this is a pear tree, but I don't remember what variety, and then I grafted onto it another variety that I got at a like a trade meet thing, because this is a rootstock that this is planted on, and it was shooting up. And yeah, so I grafted onto it, and I don't remember what variety, but it seems to be